It's important we get through this. Okay, Arizona Revised Statute 4235-3A says that I'm making all of this up. Today, we are celebrating, so we have 1/4 of honoring a man who's given 50 years to teaching. He is in a room right now, believing that he's giving feedback on a handful of curricular things. Should we do this textbook or that textbook? I'm gonna run in there and say, I need everybody in the gym right now. It's flooding. And then he's gonna come through those doors. You're gonna lose your mind. You start Tierney, Tierney. Raise your hand if you understand what's going down. Okay, be absolutely quiet, no sounds. I'll be back.
I am so sorry, I didn't realize we all have to do every single employee has to be in there. Let's hustle them. Yeah. No, we just gotta go.
It's remarkable when someone teaches 50 years. He probably, when he was in his 20s, brought energy, joy, excitement, and was able to individually know every student. And he's still doing that, right, 50 years later. So there's something about him and the man he is that makes this more remarkable than just 50 years. He's been blessing young souls with love and joy and a desire for excellence and growing. And that's what's remarkable. And so we're honoring the legacy of a man who happens to be an educator for 50 years, not someone who just met some milestone. Every time we have a candidate come out, they have an interview, they observe some classes, they maybe spend some time with faculty, and then they have a lesson or a teaching demonstration and then a debrief. Well, so he had two. So he came here and he had a Spanish demo and he had a Latin demo, and if you know his story, he had taught Spanish for years, said, I want to go back, get a Latin degree, and I want to teach Latin. So when he came, we found this out after we hired him. He bombed his Spanish demo on purpose so that we wouldn't hire him for Spanish, but we would hire him for Latin. And so I think it was very, very bad. And like he was saying hola, right, instead of hola. And we're sitting here looking at his resume going, wait, he's taught AP honor Spanish for 20, 30 years. How can he be this bad? Well, he didn't want Spanish. He wanted Latin. And so we found that out after the fact and loved him for it, right? He knew what he wanted. He had a goal, how he wanted to end his teaching career, and he was able to accomplish that.
He had this, I always think about it, this jacket where the lining inside was, I think, something like Northern Illinois University. And of course, like you say, what's that all about? And then he just has some story about some place that he got it where you believe most of it, but you think, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of fabricating here. But no, he was wonderful. And he made it really clear that his days were done as a Spanish teacher, and he didn't want to do that. He wanted to take on a new adventure in classics and Latin, and he was terrific.
It was very nice that the school called me to say they wanted to honor him for his 10 years at Glendale Prep and his 50 years of teaching. He's a die-hard, dedicated teacher. This is not just his career, it's like his life. And he loves it. And what can I say? He loves it.
My name is Patrick Tierney. I'm a classics teacher at Glendale Preparatory Academy here in beautiful downtown Peoria. I started teaching in September 1974. I felt as though I had something that I needed to get across to the students. I was changing by the time I came here. Teaching is not a top-down type of process. I was just reading something from the website of the Cana Academy, and says that you must teach a book from the inside out rather than from the outside in. And that's one thing I learned here. What I learned is that you must let the text speak for itself. And what's going to make you a successful instructor is you being able to open up the text so that the students can get from it not only the initial superficial level of what's going on in this, but what is the truth, what is the goodness, and what is the beauty of that text. I cannot say enough how important it is to have the humility as a teacher to accept lessons that come from students. In the first semester we read a Latin Roman poet, Horace, and a Roman poet, Catullus, and both of them have challenges in and of themselves, but to hear a student, a sophomore with limited life experiences be able to extract long-term messages, from that poetry, it has just been so rewarding for me. This was a profession that I was following, and I got up each day just yearning to get here, so that I could start doing what I knew and loved, and how important it was going to be for me to communicate that to my students. It has been a joyous labor. All good things come to an end. I'm not looking forward to this, but I know it's there. I have nothing but the fondest memories of my experience here, but my experience back in California, my experience in Philadelphia. This is such a wonderful profession, and I have been surrounded by the greatest of teachers and administrators. I'm on a bit of a quest right now. One of my favorite books is Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. One of the universities in the Oxford system, Oxford and Cambridge, they have recreated Don Quixote's library with first editions. And that's one thing, just for myself, I have to see. I've never been able to get to England, but maybe this is going to be the first of several visits as I enter my own quixotic quest to find this library of first editions.